Okay, I will continue the question B. The iced water in conical flask A is used to significantly reduce the rate of reaction. Suggest two reasons why the rate of reaction is significantly reduced when the reaction mixture is transferred to conical flask. Kinetic energy of reactant particle is decreased by reducing the temperature. Few reactant particles have required enough energy to overcome the energy of activation. Reason 2, lowering the temperature also reduce the frequency of collision. Less successful collision successful collision, slow will be the rate of reaction. Because in flask A iced water is there, so that's why it reduced temperature, and by reducing temperature kinetic particle energy of the reactant particle is also decreased, and there are few particles which have enough energy to overcome the energy of activation. So second reason, lowering the temperature also reduce the frequency of collision. So less frequency, less successful collision, slow will be the rate of reaction. Part C, table 2.1 shows the reaction taken by the student. The titration in step 4 to 7 show the volume of sodium hydroxide needed to neutralize both the H positive ion from the catalyst HCl and from the HCOOH produced in the reaction. Volume of sodium hydroxide needed in centimeter cube to neutralize H positive from catalyst is equal to 11.40 centimeter cube. Volume of sodium hydroxide in centimeter cube used to neutralize H positive from HCOH at time is equal to Vt, and volume of sodium hydroxide in centimeter cube used to neutralize H positive ion from methanoic acid at 60 minutes is V infinite. So this is at 60 minutes, this is the V infinite value. So the total volume of sodium hydroxide needed to neutralize total amount of H positive, so this is 12.60, and we have the volume of sodium hydroxide is 11.40. So calculate by subtracting 12.60 from 11.40. So this is the total volume. So this is volume of sodium hydroxide needed to neutralize use. So the Vt is equal to 1.20 by subtracting this value from this value. So 6.30, 8.50, 10.70 and 13.50, and this is 14.50. So V infinite minus Vt. So V infinite is the 14.50, because he asked you that here that volume of sodium hydroxide in centimeter cube used to neutralize H positive from HCOOH at 60 minutes is V infinity. So this is the V infinite volume. So V infinite minus Vt, 14.50 is V infinite volume, and minus 1.20 is the Vt. So this is equal to 13.30, this is 8.20, 6.00, 3.80 and 1 and 0.00. The student forgot to take reading 5. Complete table 2.1. Identify the independent variables. Time is independent variable because on graph time is taken along x-axis. The value which is taken on x-axis is always dependent variable. Temperature is dependent variable. Reading 2 should have been taken at 10 minutes and not at 13 minutes. State whether this result should have been included or not. Explain your answer. Should have been included because rate depends on time. So linear change with respect to time. So that's why it should be included in the readings. Plot a graph on the grid to show the relationship between V infinite minus Vt and time. Use a cross to plot each data point. So this is, I have drawn earlier this graph V infinite minus Vt. So reading 5 was not taken. Use the graph to predict the total volume of sodium hydroxide needed to neutralize the total amount at 40 minutes. So that is the V infinite minus Vt, that is equal to 2.2 at 40 minutes. This is equal to 2.2. So 14.50 is the infinite value, and minus this value 2.2, this is equal to 2.2. Vt is equal to 14.50. We know that Vt can be calculated by calculating 14.50 minus 2.20, which is equal to 12.30, and 12.30 plus 11.40. 11.40. This is the volume, total volume of sodium hydroxide. So this will be added to get the volume of sodium hydroxide. So this is 23.70. And in this graph, V infinite is equal to 2.2. So the total volume is 11.40 is equal to 12.30 is equal to 23.70. It is not necessary, it is not possible to repeat the experiment. State whether the data from the experiment is reliable. Justify your answer. Reliable because all points join with the curve with linear relationship. So this is the with linear relationship, it is joined the curve. Hopefully you understood this question. If you understood, please like the video and subscribe the channel.